This is Gadget Stop 321. In today's video, I'm going to review the writing instruments I've been using this past week, and I'm going to preview the pens and inks that I have prepped for this upcoming week. Now, I have lost count on how many weeks. I think it's about 3 weeks, going on 3 weeks maybe, that I've been using the Kaweco Lilliput. I have this inked up with Sailor Gentle Black. This is a pocket pen. I've been carrying it in my pocket, alternating back and forth between this pen and the next pen. And this has an extra fine nib, and it is just not going through the ink very fast. I'm enjoying using it, so I'm going to keep it in the lineup this week, but it is going to share note-taking responsibilities with my newest pocket pen. It's not a fountain pen. It's the Machine Era. Let me focus in on that. It's the Machine Era, and the model is the Markup. It is just a fantastic all-metal, I believe it's stainless steel, with this is the Diamond Light coating, DLC black coating. It comes in other finishes. You can get the raw stainless steel, and there's a brass version. And what I'm going to do, I've been using this with a purple G2 refill. I'm going to, and I've enjoyed using this for grading. It's an ideal pen for grading. But even though it is practical, I just miss using my fountain pens. So I'm going to put, this is what I bought it for. I bought it for using with black G2 refills to use in my journals that aren't very fountain pen friendly. I found that Pilot G2 refills work great on lesser quality paper. So I'm going to put the black refill in, and these two pocket pens will be my note takers for the week. Black ink. I'm going to be doing a full review of this pen, and spoiler, it's a favorable review. I'm really enjoying using this pen. And my pencil for the week, I used this last week also, is the Pilot S20. I just love the ergonomic shape. I've got the wood trim, and I love the ergonomic shape, and I love this matte metal trim. It's just a really classy looking and pleasant to use for long writing sessions pen or pencil. So it's going to stay in the lineup. I'm still using it for a project I'm working on. I'm going to keep the Harry Potter ballpoint as my desk pen for jotting little short notes. It's probably not going to get as much use since I've got 2 note takers this week, but it's handy to have it there on the desk. And one of the reasons I switched this one over to a note taker is because I'm wanting to use this wooden pen that my sister gave me as a present a few years back. Fall's coming up this week, and I love using this pen with Colorverse Golden Record. And I've been itching to use this pen and ink combo, but when it's 98 degrees outside, you know, I just didn't feel like it fit the time of year. But even though it's still in the 90s here, fall is coming this week, so I'm going to use this. I really enjoy this pen and ink combo, and I'll talk about it a little bit more when I do the writing sample. And finally, I was a little dubious about this pen and ink combo. I've had trouble finding a pen that just really works well with Diamine Earl Grey. It tends to write too dry in my fine nib Japanese pens like my Sailors and Sailor Pilot. Actually, I haven't tried it in my Custom 74. That's something I need to try. But in my Sailor fine and medium nibs, it didn't, the ink flowed, but it just felt dry. If you've ever used an ink that felt dry, it's just unpleasant. So I tried it in a medium Jinhao that has a really smooth nib, and it was smoother. It didn't feel as dry, but the ink just didn't look good coming out of the nib. It looked watery, and it wasn't pleasant to use. Chris Signs, who has a channel that she does ink profiles, this is one of her favorite inks. And she mentioned that she loves using it in broad nibs, but she didn't like it in her TWSBI fine nib. And that's what I was wanting to try it in. I thought, oh, she said it felt dry. And I'm like, yeah, I can believe that. But I finally broke down. I'm just desperate to find a pen that it works in. And I put it in this fine nib. And I think you'll see in the writing sample that I'm pretty happy with how it's working out. So I'm going to do a quick writing sample. These are all, I've got quite a few writing instruments in the lineup this week, but I'm excited about each one of these for different reasons. All right, starting out with my Harry Potter ballpoint. I've never been a huge fan of ballpoint pens, but earlier this year when I dropped my Sailor Pro Color on the floor because I was just trying to take a quick note, I thought I need a ballpoint in the lineup for those situations. Let me see, am I focus? And so this is my only ballpoint I think that I own right now. And it fills a very important job, quick note taker. And my pencil is the Pilot S20. Very comfortable pen to use. I'm talking and writing at the same time. Someone left a comment that these come in it's not called the S20, but this shape of pen comes in other trims. You can get a less expensive plastic model that has this same shape. And I think, I should have looked it up, but I believe there's a metal version. I know there's a couple different trim levels. I really like this wood trim. Let's see. I think this would qualify. It's a drafting pencil style. 0.5. I'm pretty sure that's right. But I really enjoy this for note taking. It's just a very comfortable pen to use. And my pocket pen, my Kaweco Lilliput, that just never runs out of ink. I've enjoyed using this now that I've found the ink that works well with it. I think I'm fortunate I found my favorite black ink without really trying very hard. Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to compare the wetness of each of these. So we'll see how long this one stays in the lineup. I'm going to use it for taking notes tomorrow, sermon notes and Sunday school notes. Now, this one, I need to change the refill. It's got the, let's see. Oh, I already, oh my goodness, I already changed it. Pilot G2 refill. It's just so smooth. The weight of this pen, you know, Pilot G2 refills, you know, they're a gel refill. They're nice and smooth anyway. Add the weight of the pen. The pen does all the work. So this is Machine Era. If you're looking for a Christmas is coming up, if you're looking for a Christmas present for someone, check out Machine Era. They have a couple, two or three different pens, I believe, styles. And I don't think there's supposed to be a dash in there, but I'm enjoying this. And the wood pencil that my sister got me, I like using it unposted. It's got that larger size, I think a number 6 size nib, and I like the shape of the section. She got this at the gift shop at the Hermitage in Nashville. And Colorverse Golden Record. I love that ink. And just wanted to show real quick how different this ink can look in different pens. It can go from being a rich orange to a golden brown. I like the golden brown. That's why I like it so much in this pen. Really nice. I think I'm gonna use this for grading, but it's also suitable for note taking as well. And finally, my TWSBI Mini with Diamine Earl Grey. Now, Chris Signs didn't like this in her TWSBI Mini, but she's a big fan of broad nibs. I tried using this in fine and medium sailor nibs and just didn't like it at all. Didn't like it in the medium nib of my Jinhao, but this TWSBI Mini is one of my smoothest fine nibs, and it doesn't feel dry. I like the way it looks coming out of the nib. Now, I do have, this did come out of my sample that I put some Van Ness White Lightning in. So that could have something to do with it too. I haven't been very scientific about all this, but now I know there's hope, and I really like this pen and ink combo. This is kind of a steel blue aluminum trim with this graphite looking gray. I'm going to zoom in even more. I like it. I found a pen that will work with this ink. So great pen and ink combo. So I'm excited this week. I've got some new pens, new inks that I've been excited about using. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.